Right, you can start.
What? What?
You
Okay.
can start. You can start right now.
Okay. Uh. Okay. Hello, doctor. This is our group presentation. My name is Yuan. My metric number is 201606, and our topic is effect of families. First is impact on children's education. Is my supporting point. People from low income families are often underprepared for learning and formal schooling, and this preparation can affect cognitive and psychological development and lead to lower grades. Parents in these families do not have enough energy to supervise their children, and the children often do not have education. Second, I want to say is the early development tools is a widely used measure of child's readiness readiness to learn, reflecting levels of physical health and well-being, social competence, essential material, language and cognitive development, and communication skill and general knowledge. There are significant differences in children's willingness to learn. The students found that 38% of children living in the lowest income family were disadvantages on at least one demonstrate of the early developed tool. And se- I want to say, supporting point two, this family trapped in an endless cycle of poverty. Lower income families are often under preparing for learning and formal schooling. Many low income families have many children, and they often use their children as labor to to ease the family's living burden. Some of them may wish to give their children a good education, or the children want to go to school, but because of poverty, they are unable to provide a good education. The second point is that parents of low-income families are often not highly educated, so they lack of attention to education. Coped with the pressure of life, this is more likely to cause lower income families to ignore the importance of education. And the children is the future and the hope of a family. And this make a lower income families fall into an endless cycle, and it is difficult from them to get out of the poverty because we all know the knowledge can change our life. This is all of me. Next is my partner.
All right, thanks to Yuan. And my name is Muhammad Sharafuddin bin Shaiful Adli, and my matrix number is 205807. Today, I would like to discuss about the impact of low-income family problems on the weakness to access to health services. The first effect, the effects in accessing health services is a lack of financial protection. This is because they have to pay for their own health costs using their own pocket money. Based on a statement from the WHO, World Health Organization, in its article, this happens when almost 800 million people spend at least 10% of their household budget on health expenses for themselves, sick children, or other family members. These expenses are high enough to push them into hardcore poverty, forcing them to survive on just $1.9 or less a day. They do not have any fund or assistance from certain parties except from their own pocket proceeds. This is because the government does not spend funds on the health of the people. This happens to almost all countries. They are indeed categorized as low-income countries due to lack of funds and lack of technology in the field of medicine. For example, according to the WHO, only 17% of mothers and children in the poorest fifth of households in low and middle income countries receive at least 6 out of 7 basic maternal and child health interventions. compared to 74% for the richest fifth of household. Right, next slide. Not only that, the second effect on the problem of low-income families is also when they are faced with overpriced health services. This is due to the increase in the price of drugs in the market. If they face major health problems such as fever, influenza, food poisoning, they cannot afford the cost of such medicines, let alone if they face major health problems such as cancer, fractures, and health problems that require surgery. Of course, they cannot afford it because it requires high technology like MRI, HI, and more. Instead of a union in USA speech 2 years ago, President Donald Trump called the price discrepancy between the United States and other countries unacceptable and unfair and vowed to stop it quickly. In the hearing of the Senate Finance Committee on drug prices, it is therefore clear that high drug prices in the market cause problems to overpriced health services for low-income families. Not only that, expensive health services are also due to the factor they have to add the cost of transportation, the cost of clinic hospital services to get medical. This makes them unable to access or receive existing health services. It is also due to the huge loss of disease-related income in developing countries. Both breadwinners but also family members who may be required to stop working or go to school to care for sick relatives. In addition, poor families facing illness may be forced to sell assets to cover medical expenses, borrow at high interest rates, or be indebted to society. Therefore, this effect is also due to incidental cost of accessing health services, which is too high for the low income group. So that's all from me. I will pass back to the Yuan Fei.
Okay, thanks, Doctor. This is all of our presentation. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your listening.
Right. Thank you, madam.